You're listening to the Freelance Blend Podcast, episode 112.
Welcome to the Freelance Blend Podcast, where we entertain, educate and engage freelancers from the Philippines and across the globe. And now, here's your host, Marv De Leon.
Hello everyone and welcome to Freelance Blend Podcast. This is your host, Marv De Leon. This is episode number 112 and another great episode of Freelance Blend Podcast. I'm back. I got sick the past weekend pala. I got sick of the flu and I think it's because of the weather and also the fatigue that I experienced because of the back-to-back events that I was handling, and maybe yun nga, because of the weather medyo bimigay ang ating katawan, and I haven't been sick, knock on wood, for the past 2 years. So siguro because I wasn't able also to get my flu shot this year, I missed it this year. So I that's another reason. So kayo dyan, kung hindi pa kayo nakakapag-flu shot, get your flu shot now kasi uso talaga yung flu. In fact, apart from me, sabay kami ng son ko, and then naman yung pagaling na ako, yung daughter ka naman. Buti na lang yung wife ko nga, she got her flu shot kaya hindi siya nahawa sa amin. Anyway, we're past that, and it also gave me time to listen to a lot of podcasts while I was sick kasi of course, you won't be able to watch TV, you won't be able to read because of the headache that comes with the flu and the body ache. So I was able to consume a lot of podcasts, and kahit may sakit tayo, we still try to continue learning every day. And now for this episode, I'd like to answer a few of our readers and listeners' questions. So medyo matagal na tayo hindi nagkakaroon ng Ask Marv na episode, and I'd like to answer 2 questions. And we'll go through it right now. I'll just open my screen, my email. Anytime you actually go to freelanceblend.com and go to the contact page, you can ask your question there, or go to freelanceblend.com/askmarv to also ask your question and get featured here on the show. Now, our first question, medyo mahaba to. I will read it now. Hi Marv, thanks for this free newsletter. I will now start my journey on this uncharted territory, per my opinion only, and see what's in store for me and for my future. To start with, I'm a registered accountant and employed in a mid-tier firm in blank. Prior to my post here, I had been a freelance accountant and outsourced accountant for 3 years, but got tired and burnt out along the way. As of this writing, I'm barely 3 weeks to stay here in the firm, and will be unemployed soon. Yet I'm hopeful to land a normal job and start my freelance career soon. I have started my website already through Wix.com and on the process of enhancing it and creating material so that soon-to-be followers will learn something from me somehow. My question is, so ang haba ng setup niya, no? How do I get out of my analysis paralysis? I want to jump ship and embark on a new journey, but seems I can't figure out what is it really I wanted. My dream is to have a learning center or center for professional development that will help fellow professionals and business owners and the like to have a better appreciation of the value of accountants in general. Another is for me to have my own firm too and serve both local and international clients, especially to better position for the advent of ASEAN integration, on which my profession will be significantly affected. Am I making sense here? I hope so. Hope you can help me on this, Marv. Okay, thank you for your question. So, she asked not to be named. Well, ang haba nga ng question niya, but I'll just repeat yung pinaka-question niya. My question is, how do I get out of my analysis paralysis? I want to jump ship and embark on a new journey, but it seems I can't figure out what it is I really wanted. So, it seems that you are confused and mukhang you know where you are headed, but you don't know which one. So, you mentioned about a learning center for professional development so that your fellow professionals would have a better appreciation of the value of accountants. Actually, this learning center, I don't understand or I don't get it. Anong klaseng learning center siya? And why will people have appreciate the value of accountants? Parang how can you force them to appreciate the value of accountants? Dapat sila yung maka-realize nun. And for me, I know the value of accountants. I have an accountant and he really helps me with my accounting-related stuff na I don't want to touch. Kasi that's not my forte. I'd rather focus on other parts of my business. So this learning center, I don't know why you need to teach them the value of accountants. Yung second alternative mo is to have your own firm and serve both local and international clients, especially to better position for the advent of the ASEAN integration. So this thing, I think, will be better for you. Your own firm, mas being an accountant, that's what you do. So building your own business that serves both local and international clients, it's easier now, especially with the advent of online platforms, and you mentioned nga your website. So this second alternative I see for you that can be a better alternative nga. So yung question mo, how do you get out of analysis paralysis? Siguro I would have to say, if what are you really passionate about? Is it yung first idea mo, it seems like na it's just parang idea pa lang siya. It's something that it's still a bit vague pa. So baka it will cause you that analysis paralysis. But the second idea is something I think you can already start na since ayun nga, you're an accountant already. That's your expertise. You've been doing it for 3 years. And yun nga, parang especially now that you're 3 weeks away from getting unemployed. I don't know if you're really, if it's forced or if it's voluntary na ikaw talaga may magre-resign. So it should give you extra motivation to follow that path, yung firm na binabanggit mo. So hopefully that will get you out of that analysis paralysis. I would suggest focus on that. Start siguro trying to, well, the number one thing is, of course, to get clients, or in maybe your current clients. Talk about ask about yung mga problems nila, how you can solve them, and maybe talk about that firm that you're trying to build, and maybe not naman pirate, but maybe eventually get them or get referrals from them. So I think that will get you out of your analysis by paralysis, by being forced to really follow yung path na gusto mo. Now, our second and last question is this: can someone of no computer literacy learn from this business, meaning freelance business? I don't have the background, just the determination and interest. Would that be enough? I really like to know this business, but I'm not that good in technology, but I have high hopes that this is the time. Now, to answer your question, I think yes, definitely. It's first, very important that you have the interest and the determination to learn. So maybe for now you're not computer literate, but if you're determined to learn, I hope kahit paano you know how to use Microsoft Word or Excel, and you know how to email, and you know how to use Facebook, then you're off to a good start. It doesn't need to be you don't need to be very technically literate, and to become a freelancer and to start getting online jobs, especially if you just really search in YouTube on how to use yung mga tools like Google Documents, which is actually parang Microsoft Word din na online version. If you study other tools, then you'll start to get the hang of it, and you're on your way to becoming a freelancer. It's that simple. I'm sorry, but yun lang talaga. It's at least I'm happy that you are determined to learn and you are interested, and it starts with that. Kasi iba, they have the skills, they have the technical knowledge, but they don't have the passion, they don't have determination. Na konting setbacks lang, they give up. And that's worse. And I think again, you're off to a good start, and I suggest start studying unti-unti, and whatever your skills are, improve on it. Listen to podcasts like this. It's not really hard to learn from podcasts, and also read books. And in fact, not just for freelancing, any job, any business, you especially now, you need to be kahit paano computer literate. In fact, what I practice, especially when I was beginning as a freelancer and even with podcasting, I believe in just-in-time learning. So ano ba yung just-in-time learning? For me, it's learning something just when you need it. So, for example, especially ngayon sa online world, ang daming new things to learn, and you won't have the time, especially if you're doing, if you have a regular job and you're doing freelancing on the side. Or for myself, when I was still working, I was podcasting on the side and also doing my workshops on the side. What I did was I practiced this, yung just-in-time learning. So, for example, I learned podcasting on my own. I built this podcast from scratch without knowing anything about podcasting. But what I did is I started to learn how to podcast. And then nung natuto ako mag-podcast, and when I set up the podcast, I learned about WordPress and how to build a website. And after I launched the podcast and the website, meron pa akong ibang hindi planong gawin, pero hindi ko pa siya inaral because I believe I will only get overwhelmed. So again, just in time learning, siguro after a few months, I wanted to have do email marketing. So actually, I set up my email list from the start, pero hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko sa email ko. And I only started doing email marketing this year. So after 2 years after I launched the blog and the podcast, and it's because of, again, just in time learning. I thought na it's time for me to learn email marketing, and I apply that also sa webinars, yung Google Hangouts, yung Facebook Live, social media, Snapchat. So maraming pwedeng matutunan online, and I hope that you won't get overwhelmed. And sabi mo nga, you're not computer literate, so unti-unti mong aralin what you need. For example, if you're a writer, definitely you need to know how to email or use Microsoft Word. And also, if you want to get writing jobs, then learn how to apply for writing jobs in Upwork or Fiverr or onlinejobs.ph. So, unti-unti lang. Don't get overwhelmed. So, that's I think, my main suggestion for you, and I hope that you take away from my answer, is to practice just-in-time learning. And that was our last question. Thank you again for sending us your questions, and please continue to send us your questions at freelanceblend.com. Now, before I go, I'd like to invite you guys to the upcoming iBlog Summit in UP Diliman this coming September 16, Friday, where I will be one of the panelists under the topic copyright issues versus online content. So this is a whole day affair. So starting at 9 o'clock, and yung mga topics will be data privacy, cybercrime, libel, and legal concerns, and its impact on bloggers, new media publishers, and social media users. So again, this is a 12th Philippine Blogging Summit. So thank you again to Miss Janet Toral for inviting me. Last year, I spoke about podcasting. So this year, iba naman yung topic. And again, it's about copyright issues versus online content. And I will be with Dalisay Requijo of Michael Shade of Blue and Diam De La Cruz of ABS-CBN University. So again, that will be on September 16 at the UP Diliman College of Law. So to register, and by the way, it's free. So please take advantage of this. It's iblogph.org. So just go there to register. And next, I'd also like to invite you to the Freelancer Fair happening in November. So it's November 19, 2016 at the 10th Acacia Estates in Taguig. I will be one of the hosts of the Freelancer Fair, and I'll also be speaking. My keynote speech will be about freelancing 101. So please also join us. Ito, my fee, and I'm on the website now. You can go to the freelancerfair.com. So meron din siyang talks. They call it Premium Talks by Ray Baguio of Zarangola Media, Ana Santos of Writer's Block, and Paul Smithson, Director of On-Off Design and Technology. So for the main expo area where I will be hosting, and there will also be speeches by different people, it's only 500 pesos. But to attend the premium talks, it's 1,500 per session or 3,000 pesos for all sessions. So again, this is the freelancerfair.com. It's on November 19, 2016. It's a whole day affair also. It's at the 10th in Acacia Estates. So that's it for this episode. Thanks again for listening. And please, if you haven't subscribed to the podcast, please subscribe. If you're using an iOS device, just search for Freelance Blend in iTunes and click the subscribe button. If you're using an Android device, the podcast is available in Stitcher, the Stitcher app, or also the TuneIn app, and search for Freelance Blend Podcast and click subscribe. And that will really help us. That will help the podcast increase our rankings. We're normally in the top 10 to 20 in the business category of iTunes. So if you subscribe to us, it will really help us increase our rankings and reach more people and help more people. So that's my favor from you. So please help us spread the word about freelancing and the Freelance Blend podcast. Thank you. That's it for this episode, and peace to everyone. Bye.